This time at the Quick Speed Shop, I've got the Ultimate Army Jeep Rescue. Alright, so what we got here is got two vintage Army Jeeps. We got a 1952 Willys M38 and a 1952 Willys M38A1. These are both military Army Jeeps, even though they're, I guess that's redundant. They're both military Jeeps, even though they're not olive drab anymore. This one has a factory Artic Cab. This one's 32,000 miles, that one's 70,000 miles. Let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, this guy here is a 1952 M38. They made this Jeep from, I think, 49 to 52, about 60,000 units. This one is all original. It has a Artic Cab, aluminum Artic Cab option on it. But the thing that's not original on this is the engine has been updated. This has a Buick V6 out of a 1966 or 7 Jeep CJ7. As you can see here, this thing's been painted about 50 times, but here is the Buick V6. Originally this Jeep would have had the flat head 4-cylinder Go Devil engine, but somebody swapped in this V6 out of a later model CJ, and it's actually written on here 1967, 77,000 miles, Buick V6, and it was only running this Jeep about 5,000 miles, but hopefully it turns over. It's sitting here without an air cleaner on it, and it's got a mud dauber nest in the carburetor. That's never a good sign, but it'll be kind of cool to get this going with this V6. Alright, there's trees in the way everywhere, but notice the house doorknob here to open this. Somebody put that in there, but this is a factory aluminum top option for this Jeep. But you can see the military controls, the blackout switch for the headlights. It's got a heater built into the windshield, but this top would have been an option for this Jeep. It's pretty cool. The seats have been recovered. They would have been olive drab originally. Your M38, you've got your large military fuel fill here with the guard around it. This body needs floors. The body's kind of rough, needs work in the quarter panels here. But this aluminum top is cool. You can see there's a mouse nest over there. See a mouse nest over there in the glove box. But this Jeep's showing 70,000 miles, so obviously somebody hot rodded it a little bit and worked around on it, but it's still pretty cool. Hold on, there's an airplane going overhead. We're in the air path. We're in the flight path at the airport. It's loud here. So this is a 1952, and I can tell the dates because the military data plates on the dash. This one was built in 852, and that one is built in 652, according to the data plates on the dashes, which I'll show you later. But this is a 1952 Willys M38A1. This is the pre-runner to the Jeep CJ5. This is the military version. It's got sunken waterproof headlights. It's got the military blackout marker lights here. There would be shackles mounted on this front bumper, which are missing. Doesn't have the optional tilt grill, which would have had a bracket here and a hinge here. This one mounts in the center, but it's got the dual battery for the 24-volt electric system, the dual battery compartment over here. Two-piece windshield is on the M38A1 only. The CJ5 got a one-piece windshield, but this one is all original except for the paint. It's got the Hurricane F-head 4-cylinder engine with 24-volt electric system. I'll open the hood, we'll check that out. Here's your F-head engine. Oil bath air cleaner. You see the notch in the hood is where you could use a snorkel if you had a fording kit on these. This has waterproof spark plug system, so if you watch the other video on the junkyard rescue of the 53 M38A1, you would have seen all this on that. But this is got lifting hooks for your engine here, waterproof ignition, 24-volt electric system, waterproof connections on your headlights. Everything's waterproof on this. Your spade or shovel mounts under the hood here, but this has got a T90 3-speed transmission, Dana 18 transfer case, Dana 44 rear end, Dana 25 or 27 front axle. But this Jeep is all original except for the red paint job. Someone has updated the interior on this with a white vest top, and they recovered the seats in white vinyl, but the original military olive drab seat is in the rear here. You got your large fuel filler for the military tank. Here's the tank here, which someone has tried to rust proof with body filler, but it also has the large fuel filler neck for the military fuel system. And somebody has put aftermarket white wagon wheels on this, but this is pretty much all there. It's missing some pieces like the vinyl top pieces. The bows for the wooden bows are missing. Some of these are missing, but it's all got the original parts under the hood. You got the blackout switch for the headlights, all the original gauges. Someone's added turn signals to this. Dual wipers on a 2-piece windshield. Glove box on the driver's side, military identification plate on the passenger side, grab bars. But this is pretty much in military dress with a red paint job thrown on top of it. So what my intentions are with these Jeeps are to rescue them and build a wheeler out of this one and take the snowplow off my Cherokee plow truck and put it on the one with the Artic Cab and have a Artic Cab flat fender plow truck with a V6. But the first thing I gotta do is, this is a huge swampy area they're in right here. I'm gonna try to jack them up with a high lift jack and get them up out of the ground, set them on some plywood so I can think about getting this area to dry out, and then in a couple weeks I'm going to come back and rescue them out of here with my truck and trailer. It's working. Well, I can set them up on the wood. The tires are, neither tire is holding there, so I'm going to jack the back up, get that up on the wood, and then we'll go over to the M38 and do the same thing with that. Oh. It's pretty gushy out here, so at least I can get it up out of the way in a little bit, and it'll probably have to be dragged out of here with the winch and the trailer. Oh yeah, man, look at that. That's awesome. At least these front wheels roll, that's a good sign. This one, the left front rolls on the red one, and the right rear holds air, but let me get some boards under the front of these. And I doubt those are going to hold air because they look pretty nasty. But I'll get some boards under the front. Nice. Now that I got both of these ready to roll, I'm going to strip a bunch of loose stuff off, including the windshield frame on the M38A1 because the hinges are rotted and it'll fall off during transport. So I'm going to empty this out and get them ready to go. And then in a couple weeks, we'll be back here for part 2 of the rescue. Here's the military fuel tank. Somebody tried to rust proof by spreading Bondo all over it. Oh, and it's full of debris. Uh-oh. It's full of nonsense. The thing is full of mouse nest. I don't know. That's no good. The tank's probably shot anyways, but oh well. I think these are seats out of a newer Jeep or out of something else because they're not military seats. Left of the top.
Got a rubber mat, which has unfortunately trapped a lot of moisture on the back of the Jeep gas can strap. Here's what I'm working with here. You can see that rubber mat trapped all the moisture under all this topsoil and all that from rotten leaves, and it's just held the moisture right to this floor and done a lot of damage to it. But it's pretty easy fix. It's flat sheet metal. It's not a big deal. This is all solid up here, and then I knew the floors were rotted. Under the gas tank is partially there, but you can get these parts for these things, and they're easy to make. But from here up, it's good. So I'm going to clean out the other side and then get this thing ready to transport. We'll pop the windshield and the doors off, and should be good to go. But there's the factory military rear seat right here. Can you see it? Bam. All right, bam. There we go. Ready to roll. I got the windshield and the doors off, and that guy is freewheeling, ready to go. This one will be a little tougher. I think the wheels are dragging, but I gotta wait for the swampy area here to dry up, and then we'll be loading these things up and taking them back to the quick speed shop. So exciting part one of this rescue, and I think I've got them dialed in and ready to roll. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Tell your friends, hit the bell for the alerts, hit the circle over there on the grill to subscribe, and as always, we'll see you again at the quick speed shop. I hear birds. I gotta go.